authorizing expenditures. So Steve Burke, the Executive Director of the William Shore Memorial Pool District is here. So I guess Steve, you'd be the staff sum up the report on this, unless Jim has something he wants to add. So
no, I'm just going to summarize the process, but Steve,
go ahead and do that.
Oh, well.
And then I guess if you have questions, you can ask Steve.
Okay. Yes, the pool district did make application earlier in the year, the William Shore Memorial Pool District, for a one-time grant of $39,960 to fund preliminary design study leading to an expansion, the possibility of an expansion project. The Opportunity Fund Advisory Board did meet and compiled and made a recommend, asked questions, made sure that in fact both the application and the spending of the money met favorably with the law. They made a recommendation to the commissioners to approve the funding of $39,960. The commissioners then asked that or ruled that because the William Shore Memorial Pool Board hadn't asked themselves, that process step hadn't been taken. They sent it back, waiting for that. We got that back here 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and noticed the hearing with the full recommendation. So the money has been approved by the Opportunity Fund Advisory Board. We have money in the budget to cover it in the Opportunity Fund undesignated projects. It has been researched and found to be legal and meets all of our policy as well as state requirements, and we have a resolution for your consideration.
We've been amending our Opportunity Fund capital plan as we go along.
Yes.
And we did that recently.
But not for this one because you hadn't yet approved it. That's the step we do after, if the board should approve.
Amend that after the spring.
Yes. And we would bring that next week if the board chooses to approve the grant.
Along with the necessary contracts.
Yes. Yes.
All paperwork. Legal muster.
And we don't send it up to legal until after we know you're going to approve it or not.
Steve, do you have anything you want to add? The microphone. And full disclosure, Commissioner, each and I serve on the William Shore Memorial Pool District, and you'll see in the resolution that was passed by the William Shore Memorial Pool District asking the Board of Commissioners to approve this grant, and both Bill and I abstained due to legal counsel's recommendation due to the conflict of interest between the two bodies and the two members signed both documents.
Yeah, we have that actually on our website so people can see that both commissioners abstain so they can have their full authority on the county commissioner side. I guess my best update on this would be, we had 2 classes this morning with exercisers, 35 people each in the class. We start to max out about 25. And so it's well needed, and I believe it's well supported in the community because we have created a reputation that we are fiscally responsible and we only take the money that we need, and that we try to run our programs as efficiently as possible. And moving forward, we'll be still doing the same thing in an expansion. And one of the things that I do like is we have hired a firm that listens well, that this expansion will be a good reflection of our community's personality. This isn't going to be a quiet center that's going to be on the front page of Architectural Digest by any means. It's going to be a very practical expansion, and that was important to us. And sometimes it's hard to convince architects that that's important, but I think we got through them on that.
Any questions of Steve? So, no further questions. We'll open up the public hearing if there's no objection. We had one person sign up, but I believe they signed up for an earlier event presentation for Mr. Young. So, seeing that individual not in the room, else wishing to make comment on the public hearing? Peter? You can just pull up the table and then get in the microphone.
Okay, this is Peter Ripley, 114 East 6th Street, apartment 102, 20 Angeles. As an avid swimmer, well, right now I'm not exactly an avid swimmer at the moment because I'm having some medical issues. I do support the expansion of the pool. And I think it's a very vital element to our community in general overall public health, which you, the commission, say that you are in favor of. That, and what better way to show that by approving this funding for this particular situation here. That's all I have to say about this. Thank you.
Peter? Is there anybody else wishing to make comment on this grant application from the William Trumbull Memorial School District? One last question for you, Steve. Did you put on the record at this hearing, when the board was first, when the district was first formed, the first decision the board made with regards to collecting the tax, that decision was made to collect less revenue than was authorized by the voters, and that so that, could you kind of put that on the record to how fiscally conservative the pool district has been?
Yeah, we're actually the first in the state to ever do this. But we were actually, our levy authorized us from the ballot to collect $525,000 the first year. We decided, since property values had dropped dramatically since the vote, that we would take significantly less. So we took $450,000 at the start, and so we took 450 not mostly because that's what we needed. We didn't need 525,000 to operate the pool, and so we only took exactly what we needed at the time, and it's raised a little bit since then. But that's how we've approached it. We haven't approached it at just taking whatever we're authorized, but we just take what we need. Somewhat of a new concept to Department of Revenue, and they had to kind of work through that when we don't take your full allotment. But that's what we've done, and I think it's important to show that we are trying to be as fiscally conservative as possible when it comes to things, so it impacts people as little as possible.
I also put how much new investment